Oh no! I've lost me hatch. Hi guys, welcome to a new series of Oxygen Not Included on the agricultural upgrade. We're going to start with a new game and we're going to see what we can actually achieve. Follow me through each of the stages. Now everything is set a little bit higher than a previous series, so let's just see what we've got. I want to try and stick with the guys that they give me. So I've got a destructive vomiter and vomiter, so I don't have any of the new stress associated dupes. So I think what I'll do, seeing as Myanmar is -5 athletics, I'm going to shuffle her, see if I can get somebody else. So we've got a binge eater. Okay. Expectation. She's got high expectation. That's interesting. I forgot to check that before. Maybe happy with poor. They're all happy with poor quality food, but I've got two people that really need decor expectation. You know what? I think I am going to shuffle these till I get people who have got a decent. Oh, rats. Okay, here we go. Who have we got? So -15, -15, -25. Binge eater, ugly crier, and destructive. So we've got a good selection there. We've got one person here who's quite weak, but I'm sure over time, if we just stick her on one job where she has to carry, she will pick up. So we've got a Frankie, Harold, and Niles. I think I'll name Harold Murphy, and we'll get on with that. I think Starving Timeless is a name. I think we need New Hope. The game. Your crew has awoken miles beneath the surface of an unfamiliar asteroid. Oddly, they have no recollection of how they got there. Let's begin. Right, let's just pause that very quickly. As I'm going to be recording everything and you're going to see every single mistake I make, well, let's just start by looking at what we've got around us. Okay, so there's, oddly enough, there's not a great deal here. We've got some water at the top. Let's have a look at our temperature. Yes, okay, we've got a cold biome here, which means that might be a good idea to put my base water tank there until I source it out later. So, and I've only got a bit of dirt, so I think what I'll need to do first is really just get them working out clearing this, and then tunnel down and just work my way over here, see what's going on over here. So I think that's what I'll do. So whoops, scroll in. Let's and I'm also going to do my very best not to use a priority 9 event unless it is life or death for my dupe. That is my plan. So let's get an outhouse in place as well quite quickly. No, I didn't place it. Let's get this in place. And we're also going to be, let's dig out this section here. Let's do that. We're getting a bit of earth that's around. We're going to open up that area for that hatch. Have we got any of the new plants? Can we see anything new? No. Okay, I don't mind. I can wait. So let's just go for you. Straight down. Also dig either side of it as well. I would like all the oxygen, the carbon dioxide to work its way down the base quite quickly. No, we didn't get any hatches in that. No, that's good. So what I think I'll do is dig those two out. So if I do get any hatches, if that hatch does come down, or if I do get any hatches over here, then theoretically They won't be able to jump over it, that's for sure. So we've got our toilets, we've got this going on. And ooh, that's going to crack into this section below. I hope that's not anywhere I really want to go. Come on, get down, get down. I don't know whether it's me, but everything looks... Colours look a lot more vibrant in here. Oh, there we go. Our pitcher pepper plant. Or, yeah, pepper plant as I would rather call it. Okay, so that's okay, that's not an issue, that area. And it's cold, so that can break through there, no problems. And I think I'll utilise that ground there as my basis for a tank for letting all this water down as well. Because the last thing I want is to yeah, lose that. Because what I can do is just open that up and break that through, and it can just go through without any issues. Yeah, I quite like the sound of that. So I want you build up here, dig out over here. 1, 2. Hey, what am I doing? 9. Apologies. Let's just change that to 7. Okay, so that'll mean that any water comes down, it will just automatically just flush down here, and I will not get myself caught out. And look at that, we have our sleet wheat and more of these pepper plants. Ooh, and over here as well. That's quite good. That is really good. Got there. Just brittle blossoms. Okay. That's fine. So we've got a hatch here so you can get out. So I think what I need to do is ooh, what's that? Natural gas. Okay, so what I need to do is ensure that I don't lose all my resources to me hatch until I get them into a little safe area. They'll be fun. Okay, so how many have we got? Oh, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, a good selection there. 5. Got nothing else that we can look at, so temperature that is temperature delay. Okay. Right. So what priority have we got there? So I want to get this a priority. Sweep everything. I'm going to put you to priority 7 and sweep an 8 because I'm sorry, I do want to get this maintained because this little hatch will eat everything there. Probably quite and that ton of raw material. Grief, that's ridiculous. Another one in. What are you? Why did you drop your food? Strange. Right, I want to also change jobs. I don't want anyone coming into the base being able to combat unless I say when. And also, let's have a look. We've got nails will not perform tasks. We've got 0, but it isn't blanked out like these. So I think what I'd like to do is get her trained up, because much the same as I had in my previous series, I like to try and get people trained up effectively. Right, you. So hang on, let's use the new settings. So copy settings and paste. So now they can sweep it all that lot up. So what I'd like to now do is, before stress becomes an issue, no, not 9, 7, is start digging out my bedroom area. Because what they can actually do, just ensure that we've got a good circulation of air flowing around, and we can actually start then. Have we got any? No, we haven't got any copper. Where's me copper? I need copper. There's copper over there. Yeah, take that copper out. I think we'll just go like that. Let's see what we can get there. We need as much copper as possible. And we're going to need dirt as well, so that's fine. Cancel that row there. I really do not want them to break through and then this lot come this way. I want it all to go straight down like it's going to there, which is perfect. So I want now. Nope, I can't have. I can't have. Right, okay. Idle. You shouldn't be idle. Yeah, take that out now. Yeah. Okay, so we now got some copper and we can now make our groups start earning their keep. Power. Start research station. And connect that power as well. Interesting. Bright red like that before. So we're going to put our dupes on priority 7, I think. And let's see who can actually perform research most effectively. Okay, so it's Niles. Okay, let's take these guys off. So she can do all the powering and then she can do all the research as well. So let's get you researching, and we're going to start with our farming so we can actually start getting some carbon dioxide control at the bottom of our base as a priority there. Can they reach anything else? Yeah, they should be able to reach that. Also want that swept down there. Okay. Yeah, get out of that little hatch. Okay, go and eat other food then instead. Right, okay, so that's nice and full. Just got this water to deal with as long as I don't have any signs of damage here, and I can just start digging out all this here to spread this water out and use the main granite and various oh no, it's overflowing. Right, okay, that's it. I'm going to have to do that. Really didn't want to do this just yet. Actually, you know what? Let's just pause you for a second. I don't want my dupe standing in cold water, because I've heard that the effects of all the illnesses that they get in this are actually more prevalent, so you've got to be extra careful. So I think that, yeah, I think that what I'm going to do first is I'm going to dig out a little section here, so any water can go. Oh, for it to 9. That's strange. What have I done there? That can go there, and any water that's left on this other side could get mopped up. Dig. Okay, let's do that. Start making this inroads in here. Mop that as a priority 8. Yeah, okay. Do that now. And aside. think we're going to just mop that up as well. I just want to clear up any water so that I don't have problems. Okay. Just enough, quite a lot of polluted water over there. Okay. Sure, that'll be quite interesting to work with. Now I can just dig out that lot. I think what I'll do is, this is all granite. I think if I make sure I've got 2 block radius, as it were, if I mark this out in 1, how I want this to actually be dug out. Yeah, I think that will make a difference. Just put more. Hopefully I will not get any hatches appear down here, because they will drown. I really hope I don't get that, because I don't really like losing hatches. Like, as you know from my last series, I like to use my hatches to provide my dupes with coal, as it were. So let's just mop this up. I just want to get rid of that, so they're not running through. Right, okay, I'm going to turn off this printing pod with a new function, just after I've double checked who we've got, just in case somebody else is there that I would like. Ooh, Ren, you look like a new character. Do you know what? No, I'm not having anyone. I'm going to turn that off and come back to that later. Okay, so they're dealing with that water, so that'll mean that they're not going to start getting hypothermia from walking through it, which is the main thing that I really do not want to happen at this moment in time, because it will happen and I will lose control of it. So they've got their own beds, so that'll reduce stress. I can't do anything with decor yet. I can put some vases in. But 1, 2, yeah, not done that my normal height. Not really thought about it, have I? So I think I'll have to dig that out and move the cots down so it's 5 high, just so that it works the way I like it to work. Take this area out. Stop you there, actually, because I really would like this area. Not priority 9. Really would like that area done first. Okay, so if I've got my clean water, I'm going to need to get a pump in there in preparation for later. And I've not got any. Okay. I need more research. I'm actually thinking to do something like I don't normally do, which is actually put in a supercomputer, just so that I can actually, yeah, I think I'm going to have to do it, just so I can actually get, where's everybody? 3 of you down there. You run out of research, have you? No, you haven't, so why aren't you working? I set priorities. Ah, yes, that's fine. Ah. Put you to 7. Yeah, so I want to get my research. Get my research sorted out, and then should be able to start getting my power in place. Now, that is a lot of algae. That's reassuring to see, so early on in the game, especially. Can't get over how much water is right beside us. Really good, that. And this cold biome. I do like the cold biome. So There we go. The picture. Pepper nut. 4 of them. Hopefully by the time I get in there, I think these will grow up. I think they will grow vertically. However, I think it's a case of they don't like it. So what do I really want? I need to start getting my power management sorted out. So that is going to require power regulation, combustion, new water. Do you know what? I think it's going to be interior decorating because I really think I need to start getting some artwork in place for soon as I can't believe I never put that in place. It's empty. Yeah, I think I need to start getting the artwork in place so that the dupes de-stress quicker, because they will be getting stressed to the nines just walking over this sorts of surface with all the muck around it. And working in cold environments will also have a massive detrimental effect to them. So I think I just need to get that under control. Increase that priority for those. Dig. No, dig. Once he's done that, get those out. Now, the new feature on harvesting mature plants, so these obviously aren't mature, or I can't get to them. Why is that not saying? Right, okay, you can have auto-enable harvest on plants. Why is that not saying? Like it's saying no. Ah, okay, manual harvest. Well, that does. Manual. Okay, so we turn those into auto harvests. See what happens there. Okay. Put that priority to higher. Okay, they're not. She's going to get stressed, isn't she, over the working conditions there, I think. But I can't help it at the moment. Maybe what I can do is actually give us some nice tiles to walk on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 10, 12. Okay, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Maybe we should do that. And then we can put some storage compactors in place. Do a load of sweeping to get things a little tidier. What have we got down here? To worry about. We should be able to pick up all that. As long as I'm quick, so that all this water doesn't actually just fill back up this area. And then when it drops down, we can really take this out. Or when I get some clothes. So we've got compost, ration. Okay. And let's get an algae terrarium running, because I think we are going to really need that. So that needs to be a priority 8. Needs to be 7. Oh no! I've lost me hatch. Sweet. Ah, Dappy hatch. I honestly never thought he would go and jump in water, or that he couldn't get out. I can hear water dripping. Just that bit there. Okay. That means that algae's going to go any moment now, and that'll just fill up. So that'll either have two effects. That will let's get you to an 8 because you really need priority. Not interested in that, thank you. Let's get you to sweep everything to proper settings. Paste those. Copy and paste. Right, okay, let's look at our research. So we've got our interior decorating sorted out. Large batteries we can wait for. I think because I want to actually start getting a pump down here before there's too much water. Then I think that's the next phase to actually work with. It's interesting how many calories. That's because of harvest here, isn't it? That's one thing I've actually noticed. Actually, there is a lot more food in the beginning. Okay, let's get you sweeping actually, and we'll sweep this section here first because, quite frankly, I don't really want that underwater. Then we'll just sweep the rest of the base, and then it'll just allow us to why ain't going there? We got something growing here. Mealwood. Okay, oh well. It'll just help us keep on top of the stress quite a bit more. Let's get you speeded up. How are you doing now on your skills? So you're now in athletics 2. Is great. And you're learning 3. That's brilliant. So I think what I like to do, I think I was going to. I always like to have my water tanks surrounded by a tile. And there's no real reason for doing that, it's just my personal preference. So I think this time I'm going to try it without and just use a natural formation of the surrounding tiles to allow us to control the positioning of our water. So yeah, I think I'll give that a try this time round. So how are we doing on research? So we're up to 13. That's fine. Stress is at 7, so that's good. Hopefully this will not stress them out too much. Just jumping in this water a little bit. He sounds like he's not happy. Let's have a look at vitals. So stress levels, sleeping. No, on. Stress 6. Yeah, okay. Right. Water level is slowly rising. Ooh. That's strange. Pitcher pepper nut times 4 and a pitcher pepper seed times 1. Okay. So that's gas pipe. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Yeah. Right, now we can actually put our pump down here before I priority 9. Get some piping in place. So sandstone, granite. Just 2. But you can overheat. Oh, it's going to be sandstone. I want to keep things simple. Also need to that down there. Also need power. really doesn't like that, and stress levels is going up quite quickly. So I think, yeah, I think we need to cancel that. Not that one. Back in. So that they're not going in so much water. And let's get a priority sweep on the areas where there's going to get stress associated to them. So they should get those out of the way. 21%. Right, need to seriously consider stress management. So the new massage tables require power to work, so we can have to that. Now, I know you're probably thinking those wires are going to cause the dupes additional stress just seeing them, because it'll have a percentage. Let's have a look at the decor. So the electrical wires being visible is a -8. As I'm only going to be, okay, I need to move all this lot down a bit. So as I'm going to be doing that, I don't think I need to worry too much, because I'll be digging that out and starting again, because once I get up to the level of having the higher wattage wire and all the rest of that, it'll be a case of I'll need to have a better solution for all my wire management, etc. So let's put this to priority 7. What priority is this lot? It's 9. Needs to go back down to 5. See, this water's leveling out too quickly for me. Okay, so getting that built. 27%. I had a little try on this before, I'll be honest, and I actually got a couple of, well, I had 3 dupes, and they went up to stress of 100 because they were walking. Either one of them got hypothermia, and the others, because they were working in cold environments, got stressed very, very quickly. It was a lot higher or a lot quicker response to the environments than I had anticipated, so that was a big surprise. Now, actually, because I'm going to be deep in this area, I'm only just going to lower down the actual flooring. That can have plenty of decor items in place. Yeah, I'm going to do that first one. You can do art, by the way. Arts can only be done by nails. And it's 0. Do you know what? I don't really want you doing arts. It'll be a lot of waste time. I think let's get them in place, ready for other dupes to come along. Am I gonna? Let me have a think about that. Get these stress. I want this stress to be 20% to start with. I want to see how well, and you're going to be a priority 9. I want to see how well they actually maintain my stress levels of my dupes. And how quickly things change. Okay, so that's interesting. They've not actually dropped that much. in stress levels, and they've jumped off the table and gone off somewhere else. So where are you going? We're getting some water, okay. So they carry on working. I've set the stress levels to 20 and a priority 9. Yeah, they're not actually, yeah, so the stress maximum 20, and they should be, their break should stop when they get down to 0. In theory, they're 49%, sorry, 40%ish now. They should be getting on those tables and staying there. They shouldn't be getting off at all. Yeah. Unless I've not... Do you know what? That could be the reason as well. Not enough power. Not enough higher priority on power. So yeah, that looks like what's actually going on here. So we're down to 29. The Frankie's jumping on and off because his is running out of power quicker. Okay, yeah, so they've run out of power and that's why they're getting off. Right, okay. At least I know why. So I'm going to set this to a minimum stress of, I think, 10. Because I think what should happen is they should de-stress overnight. So I wonder whether how much stress they can cope with, or how much stress they can reduce overnight on their own now, which would be quite interesting to see. So Frankie's nearly there. Okay. Strange he's not going back on. Okay. Mind you, I don't know. Let's just see what happens. I think what I'll do now as well is, as I want to put my wool floor here, I will dig out those 3. And what that should allow me to do is put a new floor in there, and then dig out and move everything down, and then it shouldn't be too much of an issue for the dupes. So what are they doing? They're going in the water. I don't want... Let me cancel sweep and mop orders. There we go. Now, priority, you're all 5, so let's put you to a 4 below the water line. Okay, so overnight, Frankie's on 15, Murphy's on 14%, so we should see a reduction in that stress overnight. Keep seeing something going on up here with this hatch. He's eating the food. So it doesn't appear that they've actually had any reduction in stress whatsoever. Okay, let's just copy these settings. That's strange. It could just be a case of because I've not got the decor level suitably managed yet. So that could be what's actually causing that. So now we've got right, any power. So let me think about this. What do I want next? I need to start sorting out food. Although I've got 15,000 calories, I do need to actually start planting. Now, this is going to be a level where I'm going to have food growing. So yeah, I just need to get this lot cleared to start with, and then we can go from there. Okay, so we've got our permeable tiles, so that's good. And we've got starting to get those, perfect. Excellent, okay. No, I forgot about that. Rats. I wonder whether they'll use those still or not. Missing foundations. Be interested if he actually uses that bed while there's no foundations there. And by the looks of things, don't think he will do. So I'm going to do our... Oh, actually, that ladder's coming out eventually. But let's just do this. How many tiles is that? 1, 7, 12. So we've gone 12. So 12, 13. So I'm going to cancel those by 2. I'm going to put gas permeable tiles in those. Then we can just get this lot sorted out. Those settings over there. Okay, so stress control. Let's get you to a different area so we can try and make it a little more interesting for you. So if we put, no, I'm actually going to leave a gap between, just so that I can actually have a greater. Yeah, I think so. I'm going to do it like that because I want to have as much area free flowing as possible. So I'm going to put in our new massage tables. So we're going to be 1, 2. We're also going to put in our portraits top. They can be put in place. We'll also put flower vases around, and we'll utilise that sort of space as a main priority area for de-stressing. So if we get that sorted, that should make things a lot easier to control, and then we can put the wires to going down down the ladders for the short term. And we can just take these out and work it way through. Okay. Right, I think we're going to leave it there for this episode. If you've liked what you've seen, give us a thumbs up. In the next episode, we've got 2 dupes that we're going to be naming. So Frankie and Niles are going to change their names. If you want your name to be in this series and to feel part of it, give us some comments below. Let me know your thoughts of what you've seen, and give us any hints or tips that you'd like me to put into place. So until next time, that's Murphy out.